connect. Now, what's our mission? Our mission is simple. We need to help people to create those XR experiences and ultimately to better learn, train, perform, and collaborate. So now let's walk a little bit and be practical. I mentioned that first, of course, you need some 3D assets. Now, how do you do that? You can tap into library, the library that exists already with access to 1.3 million assets. That's something that you can get at any time within EON. Or, as I already indicated, you can scan your environment. So hold your phone and get the data. And that's also very easy to do. But there is also a third way, and this way is called import. So you can actually import your own 3D assets. We support more than 55 different type of CAD data, animation data, etc. Now you have your 3D asset. What do you do now? It's very simple. Now you take pictures. You take pictures of your world, digital or physical, and we are using artificial intelligence to identify, as you saw there, what it is. And then we, with artificial intelligence, give you selections for knowledge portals, which can be text, voice, images, PDF, browser, 3D assets, and all are in a contextual environment. So you are basically in that environment. Now, we don't stop there. We don't only allow you to explore, do what we call exploration learning, have knowledge portals, but we also generate automatically the ability to assess you. So my assessment doesn't work. Yeah, so we also have the ability to assess you, what we call assessment portals. So here we generate quizzes. We generate the ability for you to locate, for example, an object or identify what's there. So this is a beautiful way to learn. First you explore, and then you assess your knowledge. For example, in this case, with a vehicle. So now you learned. The next exciting part of this is walk and talk. Training. So we did it simple. What better way to learn than going through an avatar that you recorded yourself in seconds, that allows you to record how you guide someone, how do we explain something, so how we dissect, point, grab, and interact just by pushing one button and doing what you're expert on easily. So that's what we call walk and talk. Now that leads to what we call an avatar instruction. So you record yourself and then an avatar appears and does what you've done. In this case, disassemble an engine. Show me, guide me, let me do it myself in a very tangible and practical visual way, which allows us to train faster, and eventually also certify ourselves. That's what we come to performance. So let's talk about CERTIFY. So CERTIFY is about, now that I have my avatar, I can start conducting standard operation procedures. For example, in this case, hospitality training for technical vocational training, or something more advanced, perhaps. This is an assessment, a simulator-based assessment, where you did a recording, for example, how to install this computer, and then you have a student to do the same and automatically get a validation, an assessment. In this case, the final score was 80 of 100. We can see that a completion was around 72%. So you get the score, the completion rate, and the number of incorrect steps, the missteps, the sequence, and the time. Okay, so now once we have learned, trained, and performed, we want to start collaborating. And as you may recall, here is spatial meeting. You selected your avatar, you entered that meeting, you now start to guide people or collaborate, discuss, engage in experiments. This is what we call experiential learning. This is something you cannot do with Zoom. So in a nutshell, let's recap the highlights. We have the knowledge portals, bursting of knowledge that you create with artificial intelligence. You have the assessment portals that allows you to assess you. You have the walk and talk with avatar instructions. And you also have the simulator assessment. Finally, of course, you have the ability to collaborate in a spatial meeting. So that's our mission. Learn, train, perform, collaborate.